Oxford is home to a wealth of historic architecture. Oxford is known as the City of Spires and is famous for its small alleys, colleges, academia, popular shopping areas and its enormous character. The purpose of this report is to look at the townscape of Oxford based on Gordon Cullen's views in his book, The Concise Townscape. The book pioneered the concept of townscape, which is the art of giving visual coherence and organisation to the jumble of buildings, streets and space that make up the urban environment. It has been the major influence on architects, planners and others concerned with what cities should look like. The route starts by Magdalen College at the Long Wall Street junction where the High Street shops begin. It then turns down the side street, Queen's Lane, it goes back onto the High Street. It carries down until going to Turl Street. The route then goes back down the High Street towards the Carfax Tower, past the Westgate Shopping Centre, then down the New Road, passing Oxford County Council and Oxford Castle Mound, ending up at the beginning of Park End Street. This is the beginning of the route by Magdalen College. The video shows the movement from old buildings to where the High Street shops begin. You can see the contrast of public and private buildings here, and this is being shown by the simplicity of Magdalen College against the intricacy and differences of the shops inhabiting the old building. To the left we see a vehicle coming out from Merton Street. This creates an element of shock and surprise, as when walking along you wouldn't think there would be an alleyway, let alone one to fit vehicles down. We see that the alleyway is in fact 3.9 metres wide, which further creates the element of surprise. To the right we can see occupied space marked with on-street furniture and canopies, which is clearly a coffee shop. We see 5 areas of space. The pedestrianised mark in the middle of the road with the bikes resembles shared space and creates a sense of here and there, also with the use of the archway. Approaching Queen's Lane on the right, there is a mystery of what is round the sharp corner. As the corner bends, we see the narrowness of Queen's Lane, and beyond we see a screened vista. The tree is key as not only does it indicate incidence, as it is the only one, but it also shows punctuation and gives the importance to the vista. On Queen Street we see one of the Oxford colleges. The archway creates a feeling of here and there as it separates the college from the street, and it is not known what is through the arch, creating surprise that there actually is the openness beyond. This pod shows a historic building is enclosed with the green space. The building to the left is a grey coloured compared to the sandstone buildings we have mostly looked at. Therefore the building is unique. There is also a height difference. The building on the left is 7.4 metres and the building on the right is 9 metres. The sandstone facade has a pointed roof and bay windows, making the building more superior as it hangs out. There is also the contrast of public and private buildings, with the left being inhabited by a shop. The uniqueness of buildings is also emphasised here with the use of height and bright colour. This results in the building to stand out amongst the others. Here we can see the University Church of St Mary the Virgin. This vista is screened by trees, showing punctuation. This is significant because the tree is an incident, as it is unusual to have such a characterful tree on a high street, and especially as it is being used to enclose the vista. As you look closer, the tree is hanging over St Mary's Passage, creating a sense of here and there, as there is mystery of what is beyond the tree. Turl Street is in between a grand vista and a unique pink building, therefore it's hard to imagine the space when approaching, creating a mystery and anticipation and surprise. The occupied space with benches is inviting people to sit, and there is a sense of here and there, as we cannot see around the corner, but the curve of the building ahead makes us assume there are more buildings beyond. The road width is only 2.85 metres wide, therefore the fact that a van can fit through is a shock. The punctuation points out the central part of Oxford, the Carfax Tower, which is a significant landmark highlighting the important part of the city, also with the use of space. In front of the landmark we see 3 main types of space. One is vehicle use, one is pedestrian, and one is combined space. Bond Square is opposite Westgate Shopping Centre. It is elevated and the use of trees creates a sense of place. It is unusual, and as it is elevated it creates a superiority and adds emphasis to its tranquility. Malmaison and the surrounding restaurants are set back from the road, creating here and there, as if the road is here, then what is there? It also creates enclosure of the closed vista, as it is set back from the road, and this is created through the use of punctuation. This is where I end my route. We can see the difference from old buildings to newer buildings. This part of the route is the main traffic route seen by the size of the road and the traffic lights going towards Oxford railway station. Most of the buildings are restaurants, nightclubs and pubs. Oxford satisfies those who live, work and visit the city. The architecture, history, shopping and people all add to its sense of place. The development of Oxford over the years has been carefully thought out. In the future, when designing cities, I will use Gordon Cullen's visions of the Townscape as a point to enhance my city, as this has taught me to make a meaningless model into a well thought out and exciting composition.